go ahead and introduce your characters.
Let me see if I could get this music working in there.
Okay, baby.
How do we got Fredbot, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do I start it?
I don't know.
Oh, we don't want that.
Oh, God.
I
don't know how you do it, baby.
Cameraman. Screw that. Oh my God, stop it. Exit full screen. Okay, if I can figure it out, I'll get it going.
All right. In the meantime, we are getting ready to start in Exandria, which is where we have all played very happily before, with the exception of Joe, who's new to the group, so we'll do a rundown on Exandria for him in a minute. But in the meantime, I would love it if you would all take a minute to go ahead and introduce your characters. Gala, why don't we start with you?
I'm Evie. What you'd see would be a light brown to pink hair that goes down just beyond the shoulders. She's about 4'7". She's wearing a pink and black cloak over a pink and black armor set. Her shoes are pink Crocs, so she's got some like little designy things on them. One looks kind of like a really weird beholder, and she's carrying what looks for her size to be an oversized scythe. And this is my friend Petunia. But don't call him Petunia. Call him Pete.
Okay. Welcome, Pete. Want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Pete is 8 foot tall, 400 pounds. He has a bald head in which he wears a giant colander, and it's kind of crooked. He has jutting tusks stick up past his upper lip. And his upper lip's really big, so it's kind of large too big for his already big face. And he's usually smiling, and he has an uncharacteristically gleaming white teeth because Evie insists on good hygiene.
Oh, God.
On his chest, he's got a tortoise shell. It's been fitted to his big chest like a breastplate. And there's a big yellow daisy painted on it.
Of course there is.
He's got a huge shovel strapped to his back and then like a club he carries around it. It's got a few little leaves still hanging off it. It's more like a small tree. And to finish it off, he's got some shorts on. They look kind of like jeans and some big boots. And then he has a shield. But if you look at it, pay attention, it's got a little half moon at the top of it. And if you look real close, you'll realize it's actually an outhouse door.
You're beautiful. I love you. Matt, why don't you tell us what we see when we see your character, please?
You see a 6 foot tall blue dragonborn wearing 15th century Templar armor without like all like the Christianity stuff, and he has a great axe on his back.
All right, what's your character's name?
Tazcool. Tazcal.
Pascal?
AUL.
AUL. Got it. Thank you. And you're a blue dragonborn, you said?
Blue Dragonborn. In classic 15th century Templar armor.
Right. Pascal the Templar. Got it. All right. And let's see here. Joe, you want to introduce us to your character?
I forget how tall is the Goliath?
It's at least 7 foot and higher.
About 7, 8 foot.
The 8 foot tall Goliath, kind of dark Well, medium brown stone skin, wearing kind of a khaki and black colored kind of resembles a karate gi. I got the black shoes on my feet, the ones you see in what would have been Asia, but it's not because we're not in the world. But with the split between the big toe and the rest of the toes for climbing ropes and such. I
Okay.
have a short sword on my back that looks like a wakizashi, the medium sized katana looking blade, and burnt rattan quarterstaff.
All right. And what's your character's name?
Jojito-san, but I answer to Joe or Jojito also.
Jojito-san. Got it.
I think I know that guy.
All right. And Dip, you want to go ahead and give me yours, please?
So you see like a 6 foot tall lizard. He's like got like pearlescent sort of scales, so when he moves, he almost looks like a little bit of a rainbow, like a hologram Pokemon card. He's dressed in pretty simple leather armor, and you can tell like his tail, like the hole that his tail is coming through, like he just cut that with a knife. Like he didn't get that tailored. It is frayed. It doesn't look great. And he's just like holding on to a hurdy-gurdy like it might be his only lifeline.
Okay. And what's his name?
His name is Geico Lone Scum. Compliments to Gala and Dog for making him for me.
Yeah, he's wonderful. He's wonderful. And last but not least, let's hear what Stephen has here.
The name's Queequeg. He's a 6'2" turtle barbarian. Sky blue scales for his face and arms and feet that you can see. His shell is a dark blue as the sea with copper eyes. He's a good bit big and chunky. He's no real armor except for his shell. He's got some leather straps to hold his stuff, but doesn't need armor. Big old great axe on his back, a couple hand axes at his hips, with a dagger.
Where the hips would be under the shell.
and a knife on his thigh. Knife strapped to his thigh.
All right. So with that,
Oh, and a couple of javelins.
couple of javelins stuck on his back. Okay. With that, we have our turtle, a half ogre, a lizard folk, a human, a Goliath, and a blue dragonborn. And y'all are a mess, and I love you dearly. And we are starting off in the familiar to some, and not so familiar to others, town of Urzen. And I'm going to go ahead and do a real quick description on Urzen for those who aren't familiar with it. Urzen is a little town, mostly located in northern Jorhas. It travels all over Jorhas because Urzen is located on the backs of about 40 horizon-back tortoises. Giant land tortoises that carry around the town on their backs. 2, maybe 3 buildings on each. The largest ones carry either massive town central buildings or the actual buildings of the group. And so it is constantly in motion, constantly rocking back and forth, constantly a situation where the people feel like they're at sea, but they're not quite. In the time since we last visited Exandria, there has been a small war, of which you all participated in the offsetting of it and keeping it from becoming a large war. And there's been a little bit of reorganization in some of the townships. Urzen has located more or less permanently in the rice paddies that surround the town of Jigao. And now Jigao and Urzen are known as one location. The people of Urzen have gotten used to sitting and staying in one place. The horizon-backed tortoises feel safer, closer to the larger town where they can be defended. The war that touched them in the form of a dark plague that attacked some of their tiny little young ones, it scared them quite a lot, and they have not moved in the past 5 years or so. So now, as inhabitants of Urzen, the town has gotten used to being part of the outskirts of Jigao, and indeed there are now horizon-backed turtles that have moved away from Urzen itself and down into downtown Jigao. There are now buildings in downtown Jigao built on top of the backs of the tortoises. It is early spring, it is festival time, and the air of the town is expectant, happy, and looking out to participate in the festival that celebrates the coming back of the Wild Mother, the coming back of the spring. Queequeg, you and Geico have arrived on, Jojito-san have arrived on a ship incoming from the Menagerie Coast. You've sailed around the withered shore, and your ship has docked in the harbor of Jigao. As you get off the ship, you find yourself walking through the streets of Jigao, noticing that the celebration is about to begin, and you see a large tavern ahead of you, the Break and Shell Boutique. It's on top of one of these tortoises. You have to climb up to get to it. But there's a crowd gathered out in front of it. As you see the crowd murmuring amongst themselves, you notice a very large half-ogre and a little girl standing there at the edge of the crowd, as well as a lizard-born and a dragon, lizard folk and a dragonborn off to one side. All of them looking at the adventure board. And the board in front of the tavern says, "Adventurers wanted. Missing festival prizes. We need people to volunteer to hunt for the festival prizes. See Gorbinga inside the Break and Shell Boutique." So you can all decide whether or not you wish to participate in this search. Gorbinga, as you know, is also a half-ogre. She runs the Break and Shell Boutique, and she's clearly got vested interest in this festival that is coming up. So, you are standing out in the street. What are you doing, all 6 of you?
Well, Queequeg is going to make his way inside to both ask about this quest and get himself a room for at least the night.
All right.
He just got off the boat. He's tired.
All right. Evie and Pete?
Hey, Pete, do you think that we could go do this too? Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun.
What's this?
Festival games.
Oh,
Come on, let's go, and we can get some food too.
I'm hungry.
Oh, you're always hungry. Come on. There seems to be a lot of people coming in. Oh, man.
All right.
Will you put me on your shoulders? Everybody's so tall here.
And he, of course, will just pick her up and plop her down on his shoulder.
All right. That makes perfect sense. Yeah, no, I could see the half-ogre carrying around the little pink girl. All right. Pascal, Lone Scum, what are you thinking?
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I forgot one thing. Pete also has a little kitty.
Yeah. Okay.
A tiny kitten.
That's cozy. That's That's my zombie kitty. But I meant him every night. So just nobody, don't look too close.
Okay. All right. So there's a zombie kitten following the ogre and the little girl. Pasquale and Lone Scum, what are you doing?
Oh, well, I'm going inside, but I'm doing my best to like not touch anyone. Like I'm like skirting very far around people, and then I'm just in a corner.
All right. And Pasquale?
I stalwartly walk forward.
All right. So Pasquale is marching forward up the steps of the Break and Shell boutique, while Lone Scum is kind of slithering in and kind of skirting off to one side, trying to stay unobserved and untouched. Jojito, what are you doing?
Walking up the same stairs and going inside the door and kind of assessing what's going on. You know, looking at all the different people, checking everybody out, kind of thing.
All right. You see in front of you a very busy tavern, inhabited mostly by goblins, although there are quite a few bugbears and hobgoblins assorted around, half-orcs, full orcs. There's even a few drow in attendance. This is a mixed group of people, as are all of the inhabitants of Jigao and Urzen. This is a melting pot of a town. Behind the bar stands a very large half-ogre. And she looks up at you all and says, can I help you?
Excuse me. Me and my friend here, we're here for like... We're here for the games and stuff, but we're afraid that maybe this is a team game.
Oh, you mean the searching for the festival prizes? Yeah, no, Kaz was running a thing for that. Why don't you go over to that table there in the corner and I'll bring you drinks? And if we get any more folks interested, we'll just put a group together for it, okay?
I'm interested, but you got any rooms? Well?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Gullet.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
That's all right.
The phone news, Steven. Can I have a glass of milk? And we need some milk for Pete too. He's trying to watch his teeth health.
Teeth health is very important. He has nice tusks. He's a big boy, ain't he?
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, no, I don't often see any of my own kind here. Yeah, no, I'll bring you milk. That's not a problem, I don't think. Are you sure you don't want any ale?
If you was own kind.
That means that she's kind of like you. More like you than me.
Oh.
Yeah, she's like your sister, like you're my brother kind of thing, kind of. Okay, let's go over here. Come on. Food, yes, come on.
All right.
Okay.
And she... Go ahead.
Nothing.
She looks up to you quick and says, yeah, no, I got a room for the night. You're going to have to bunk up with some others, though.
That's my first time in trap quarters.
All right, so you head over to the table as well?
Can I get an ale while you're...
Yeah, no, I'm bringing it all over. All right, so the group, Evie and her friend Petunia and Queequeg are sitting down at this long table at one side of the room. Pasquale, you see a group of people sort of mingling together, talking with the half-ogre innkeeper. Yoshito and Lone Scum, you see this as well.
I start moving towards the table.
Okay.
When I get to the table, I'm just like, hey, guys, kind of came in here by myself, but venture kind of thing looks like it's going to be need a few more people. So you guys got space for, a lot of space for Big Rock.
But we got so much space, don't we?
Oh, I'm big like me.
Yeah, you see in front of you two guys that, Quake is not as tall as you, but he's certainly bigger around. And Pete towers over even you.
Yeah, that's why I kind of went over here. I'm like, this the big guy group. I'm going over there.
You know what? Why don't we grab the turtle guy too? And if they have what's that game where you pull the string and then everybody on the other side they fall? We'll win.
You talking about Turtle Warlocks?
Oh my God, yes. Will you play that with us?
And maybe some other time. Right now, I just want to rush my feet. Just go off the ship.
Oh, are you going to do the festival games too?
Last Monday to share the games. Make so much stole the prizes. That's what.
He says he's not entirely sure they're games. He thinks maybe somebody stole the prizes.
Oh, well, that would really suck, because then what are they going to get if we win?
Well, then Gorbinga says, well, that's what you're here for. You're here to find the prizes.
Okay. I accept. What do you guys think?
Me, you can't win nothing if there ain't nothing to win.
All right, Matt and Geico, what are you doing? Pasquale and Geico, what are you doing?
Taz walks over, I guess, and asks if he could join them as well.
All right.
Geico kind of with his back to the wall has skirted the perimeter of this place, and now he's just kind of behind the group.
All right. Yeah, with your hurdy-gurdy that's making out, little wheezing noises as you walk past.
I am also making out a little bit of wheezing noises. I'm incredibly nervous. And my tongue is flicking out every once in a while, I'm tasting the air nervously, just looking around. My eyes are watering. I'm not crying, I'm just nervous.
All right, Evie, behind you see a very large greenish lizard with kind of a rainbow sheen to his scales, and he's doing the nervous reptile thing. His eyes go pinpoint and then dilate and pinpoint and then dilate, and the tongue flicks out, and the crest on the back of his head is standing up a little bit where you can see the spines appearing a little bit. He's carrying a hurdy-gurdy in his hands, and one hand is kind of cranking the wheel of the hurdy-gurdy back and forth so that it kind of makes that sighing, wheezing noise where it's not really playing a tune, it's just kind of making a little bit of a noise.
Oh, wow. Excuse me.
Are you talking to me?
Yes. Does your machine there, does it have the asthma?
What are you talking about?
It sounds like it's breathing very laboredly. Does it need medicine? I am very proficient in medicine. I can help your construct. That's very weird. I've never seen one of these things before.
He can't speak anymore. He's just staring. He has been addressed. He didn't want to be addressed. He thought he was doing a very good job of being invisible up until this point.
So she's gonna very dramatically flail her robe off of her shoulders, and she's gonna grab her symbol of the Raven Queen, and she's gonna put her hand on the hurdy-gurdy, and she's going to Oh. Hmm. Hey, do you love this thing? I could tell by the tears in your eyes that you're very hurt, and I'm very scared for its life, so she's gonna cast mending on it.
Okay.
As she drops down.
Dip his drink like a problem.
All right, so you cast mending on this hurdy-gurdy, which isn't broken,
No.
but I mean, it's showing a little bit of wear and tear from being used. There's scratches from lizard claws on it, and a few places where maybe the leather of the strap is a little bit worn, and all of a sudden, it looks like a brand new, fresh off the shelf, 100% instrument. No more wear on the leather strap, no more scratches on the surface of the soundboard. The brass is brightly polished. The reeds inside it are perfect. The levers inside it are perfect. It's in beautiful shape.
Do you
You do that.
generally touch things that don't belong to you?
Oh yes, all the time. Most of the time it's because people have died beforehand. But
I am not dead.
you sure do sound like it. Speaking of death, are you going on the adventure to find the stuff? The prizes?
Yes.
If you die, can I have your body? For science.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
You're
All right.
welcome.
Pete, you can pick me back up now.
Okay.
Pasquale, you hear this tiny little girl asking for bodies. And you are a paladin. How does that make you feel?
Did someone say a body?
Oh, yes. Oh, why aren't you shiny? Hello. I am Evie. I am the cleric.
Cleric, you say? You
Yes.
must be up to good if you're asking for a body.
Oh, absolutely. Did you know that a lot of people, the main cause of death is dying?
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's
Dying.
very shocking. Like, you
All right.
can die all kinds of ways.
Dying is very deadly, I heard.
With that little bit of conversation, I'm going to break in with a meta question because I forgot to ask and I need to know. Matt, which god are you a paladin for? You muted yourself.
Yep, you're muted, honey. If you don't know, Wilde can help you think about that right now. But you are muted, honey.
Oh, sorry. I don't know yet.
All right. Okay.
It's not really like a religious person.
Okay.
Exactly.
As a blue dragon, you could be a paladin for an evil goddess if you wanted to, or you could also be a paladin for the Wild Mother,
Could be a paladin.
or Cord the Storm God.
Melora.
Yeah, Melora the Wild Mother, or Cord the Storm God.
If you choose Cord, Queequeg is follower of him. Just letting you know.
Yeah, Cord the Storm God.
It fits with
Is
the
that
blue. Yeah, it fits with the blue dragonborn. It fits with her lightning powers.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Needed to know. All right, with that, we will go ahead and segue into you guys having drinks all around, typical tavern food, which consists of, it's stew. Don't ask what's in it, it's stew. There's bread, there's cheeses, there's a big old plate of pickles and onions and what have you in the middle of the table, but mostly there's stew. Milk is available for those who want it. Once again, don't ask where it comes from. There's certainly ale, and there are harder drinks if you so choose. The afternoon and the evening goes on a little bit as you all get to know each other and talk about what you want to do. And finally, a small, looks like he might be part human, part goblin, bustles in and introduces himself as Kaz. And he says that he is the one that has put up the notice for the need for a group to hunt for the prizes, the missing prizes for the festival. And he asks you if you are all ready to go and do your part to search for the prizes that are needed.
Oh boy, I sure am. Are you guys ready?
I am ready to go.
Quickly is going to turn to Kaz and ask, did someone steal these prizes or something, or what?
Well, I don't really know. I mean, they were here and now they're missing.
Okay.
I mean, we had them in a warehouse on the other side of town, and I went in and this morning, and I mean, there were 4 boxes, and now there's only 3 boxes, and I don't know where the other box has gone to.
Any broken windows or anything like that?
Nope, just missing. They're just missing. Someone told me that Agnes here at the breakage shell might have a little bit of insight on that. So why don't you go ahead and start with her?
Oh, all right.
And Gorbinga looks up at that and says, Agnes? Well, she's back in the back baking. You need to talk to her. I can call her out here.
That would be most beneficial.
All right. Well, she calls Agnes out, and you see in front of you a tall goblin. You know, a little bit put together than you usually see with goblins, but she's there. She's efficient. She carries a rolling pin in one hand, sets a pie down on the table for you, and says, "Yeah, can I help you? What did you want?"
Who's talking?
Mr. Quack?
Quick.
Quick. Why don't you ask a question first? Since you seem to like questions.
Well, Miss Agnes, this Kaz fella over here says you might know something about the missing prizes.
The Horizon-back tortoise at the Breakage Shell Boutique is sitting on top of shifts. The entire building kind of leans to the left. Agnes and Gorbinga retain their seat, but you hear yells and screams and hollers as people are tipped off of their seats. Spears tip. And, it's situation normal with the Horizon-back tortoises. Agnes looks at you and says, I heard a bunch of ruckus out early this morning. I was busy. I didn't bother really to look. People are been fixing up decorations and stuff all day. I wandered out a few minutes afterwards, grabbed a cup of calf, and saw a bunch of I'm thinking they was probably goblins. They was little, running away towards the rice paddies. They had a big old crate with them.
That's probably where let's start off then. You guys ready to go?
I missed
So
that.
Pika's asking you all if you're ready to take off.
Well, yes, I
Works for me.
So.
Hey,
What?
Pete! We
What?
got ourselves a legit adventuring party.
Huh?
Remember we talked about it? We were gonna go kill dragons and save princesses and stuff. These guys are gonna help us.
Oh, okay. We go get Dragon. Dragon is food.
No, we're going to go find the prizes first. Dragons come later.
Prize is food?
No, not food.
Oh.
Verbinka slaps him on the back feet and says, yes, prizes are food for you, food. I'll get you some food.
Are we getting a dragon for dinner?
I hope not.
We're going
You a dragon.
Lord, give me strength.
Oh my god, they are dragons.
It's baby dragon.
Are we eating them?
You not food.
That'd be like, yo.
Verbinka looks at you kind of cross-eyed and says, no, if you find baby dragons, you don't eat them for food. If you eat baby dragons, big dragons come. We don't want big dragons.
And the big dragons will eat you.
They do provide more meat, the big ones.
Yeah, no, she just shoos you out the door. She just kind of shakes her head and shoos you out the door, realizing that trying to discuss this with all of you is just not going to go anywhere that you need to go to. You do find off towards one side of the Break and Shell Boutique a trail of footprints, which is unusual considering the traffic in the town, but this seems to be going between the buildings. It's not on the streets. It's not even in an alley. It's just kind of the area between the buildings. And there are lots of smallish footprints.
Onward. Jolly cooperation.
Anybody want?
I'm going to
follow
put
the
my...
footprints.
Oh, he's quick. I'm going to put my foot in the footprint. And
All right.
how big it is to my foot.
It's a little bit bigger than your foot, but not a lot. But you do notice that there are claw marks at the tips of the toes.
I'm going to roll perception to see if I can recognize what type of footprints these are.
Go ahead.
I'd also like to roll perception just to see, I want to, lick the air near the footprint.
Absolutely. Please do.
And I would like to roll perception to see if there's any bugs or grubs in the dirt while they're moving around.
Sure.
15.
All right. So Geico rolled 21. Queequeg rolled 15. Queequeg, you recognize the footprints as goblinoid, probably goblins. Geico, you taste a hint of dank water and fertilizer in the air around the footprints. Pete, you do see that there are indeed the remains of some snail guts and so forth on the sides of the footprints.
Can I roll perception to see if anybody is watching us in a shady manner?
Yes, you can roll. You roll to see if anybody's watching you in a shady manner. I will say that you are a very large group stuck in between the buildings. You're drawing attention.
So bad.
Yeah, you can't really tell if anybody's being particularly shady. You do see that there are, quite a few inhabitants of Urson kind of craning their neck to see why there's so many people in this area between the buildings.
People are looking at us. Should I play?
Well, what would I roll
Birdie?
for perception? Oops, sorry.
No, make best we make tracks out of here.
I just want to roll for perception to see if we can ascertain how many there are.
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
Wisdom +3?
Perception is wisdom. So roll a d20 +3. There you go, 21. So yeah, you see that the crowd that you gathered that is observing you numbers about 12, maybe 15 or so. It's not unusual for a town type crowd They are kind of peering down the alleyway at you, and a few of them are giving you cat calls like, "Hey, what you doing? Why y'all down there?" type thing.
Actually, I was talking about the footprints so we can try to see how many the clawed,
Oh,
group
you
was.
recognize at least 3 different individuals. Probably goblinoid from what Pete rolled.
Gotcha.
Okay?
I was looking for bugs to eat.
You were looking for bugs to eat. You found snail guts.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Maybe you can save that for like some of your magic.
Huh?
Look, I'm gonna scoop up his snail trail and put it in a component pouch.
All right. So you scoop up a fingertip full of mud and snail guts and put it in a component bag for him. Sure, why not?
Food.
This one says as long as our culprit.
It's the beginning of the soup pocket again.
Again.
All right. So, what are you guys doing? Are you following the footprints?
Yes.
All right.
already
Northeast of the tavern, there's acres and acres of wetlands. Actually, I don't think it's northeast. On that map that I showed you, it's kind of northwest of the tavern is located at J1 on the map. You're headed to J5. So northwest of the tavern, as you curl out and around the area, you find yourself in the middle of the rice paddies, and they're still dripping, soaking wet, 6 inches deep in water. It is early in the spring. The rice has just been planted, and you see the paddies stretching out ahead of you. Shiny water, just little teeny shoots of green bridging the top of the water, canals in between the paddies that are filled with water as well, so that the paddies can be flooded or drained. Little hillocks of gravel and dirt heaped up so that you can walk between the paddies. But the paddies themselves are a large spreading morass of water and mud. And the footprints that you're following go right into the middle of them. What are y'all doing?
Can you pick me back up? I think that maybe we're getting to some...
Okay.
Thank you.
Old kitty.
Guess I'll roll a perception check to see if I can see their trail anymore.
All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna do the same thing, see if I can find anything else. Okay.
Can I kind of help from up here?
Yeah, you can look.
I'd like to do the same.
All right.
But as I'm doing it, like, Lonescomb kind of just, like, gets on his stomach and, much like an alligator, just kind of starts, like, slithering through the mud and water.
All right. So, yeah, okay. So, with your perception, go ahead, and what's your perception? What did you roll?
8.
Okay, we got an 8 from Queequeg. Was there anybody else going to roll?
9.
Sure, I'll roll.
All right.
12.
All right.
9.
Hello.
Yeah, 9 from Shoyito, 12 from Pete. You see off at the far distance, on like the far side of the rice paddies, there are a couple of goblins. They appear to be not children, not youths, but older, and they are bent over tending the plants in the rice paddy. They're supposed to be there.
Liquid's gonna walk up to him and ask if they've seen, and try to get their attention.
Okay, so you're going to wade through the water up to them?
Yeah.
So,
Slowly, so as not to disturb much of the rice.
yeah, walking off to one side of the patty, the mud's pushing between your toes, the water splashing up around your legs, you're able to go ahead and wade over to this couple. What did you say, Joe?
I didn't.
Oh, was that Matt?
I didn't say anything.
Okay. So, go ahead, quick.
Is it afternoon or morning?
It's late afternoon.
Afternoon there!
Yeah, no. What? Can we help ya?
Yeah. My friends and I are looking for some people, some goblins that ran past this way somehow. You seen any?
We ran some off earlier. There's the kids who were playing in the water.
Like 3 of them, you think?
Yeah, something like that. They was off on that far side over there. We can't be arsed.
Any idea which way they went?
No, haven't seen them in a while. They dumped off some stuff over that way.
Really now? Thank you for your time.
And he points off to the far western, the far left of the rice paddies as you're looking at the map. Points off in that direction.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
Roll, bitch. Come on.
Roll, bitch.
It's taking forever.
I'm sorry, I had like
for some reason.
coughing fit. What just happened? Where are they walking away?
They're working, and Queequeg went up and asked them about the little goblins, and the older goblins that are actually working in the rice paddies told him the kids were playing off to one side, but had been run off because they were making a mess, and they'd left behind whatever it was they were playing with off to the far western side of the paddy.
And Quay is going to make his way over there and try to investigate what they were playing.
And Evie was rolling insight. What were you trying to determine from your insight there, Evie?
I was trying to see if, so the footprints that was coming out of the place was goblinoid, and these are goblinoids, but they're saying that some kids came by, and I'm just assuming that maybe they mean human kids. So I have the suspicion that the box of goodies is there with them.
All right. No, the kids, I'm going to go ahead and with that 21, I'm going to tell you that no. The kids that they're referring to were indeed goblin children.
I would like to slither next to... oh my god, I'm so sorry. Steven, what's your character's name?
Quay.
I'm sorry. Every time I hear it, it makes me laugh. Anyway.
It's supposed to.
I would like to slither beside him on my belly in the mud.
Okay, you see like an alligator, a lizard behaving a little bit like an alligator slithering up beside you. With its hurdy-gurdy, its bright, shiny, freshly mended hurdy-gurdy on its back.
The reason you're slithering down there.
I like this environment. It makes me feel exfoliated.
To each their own.
All right. So you guys are clambering through the rice paddies. You said you were following them, Joe?
Yeah, I'm kind of trying to, not mess up anything, being as big feet,
Right. Pete, you're kind of bogging down. This is muddy territory, and you are not small. Yeah. Joe, you're having a little bit of a slog with it, too. As are you, Pasquale. It's sticky, nasty mud. It's between your toes. It's, it's sticking to your boots. It's not doing you any favors.
Wait, someone of this.
Well, you're barefoot. And you're a turtle. Evie, you're being carried through the mud by Pete, correct?
Yes.
All right. So as you slog through the rice paddies, I would like you to go ahead and make dexterity saves, please. All except for you, Geico. You're fine. You're slithering along like an alligator. Yeah. Everybody who's walking on two legs.
Geico, dinner time.
Not you. Right. You don't need to, Evie, because you're being carried.
I'm sitting up there patting my kitty. And put him back in. I'm going to go ahead and put Posey back in Pete's pocket.
I got 8.
Okay.
Evie is stuck. Ugh.
Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like all of you are having real trouble. I mean, Geico, you see your friends bogged down. Queequeg is bogged down with an 8. Pete is stuck with a 6. Joe's doing a little bit better, but he is really good and solidly muddy. And Pasquale just ended up, face planting and basically mud everywhere.
Damn it. Stuck.
That is quite the predicament. Okay. Stop moving so much. Just calm down. Calm down. It's all right. Okay. Do you still, are you still able to, mold the earth? Remember the spell that you would use when we were digging graves? Are you able to do that? Think real hard.
No, but I got a shovel.
Oh, that's a very good idea.
I'm gonna dig my feet out.
All right, go ahead and roll. Let's see here. Let's see athletics to see how well you do at digging your feet out.
Guidance. So you'll get an extra D4 on your roll.
I need it.
Queequeg's seen Pete do this and think he's going to try the same thing on my great axe.
All right, you go ahead and do that. Yeah, Pete, with an 11, you're successful at digging yourself out after quite a bit of work and pulling yourself up onto the gravel kind of embankment on one side. But you're tired out and sitting there watching the others try to escape.
Although he's tired, he's gonna, who is nearest to me?
Well, Queequeg just succeeded in pulling himself out and turning around and kind of looking out and seeing the others as well. You have, in front of you, you see Pasquale kind of wallowing around, thigh deep in mud and barely able to stand up. And
How far away is he?
You guys are doing that.
he's right directly in front of you. And then you also see Joe, who's also heavily engulfed in mud off to one side.
Well, I'm gonna reach my shovel out. Like I'm gonna hand it down to the back of the spade and reach my handle out to offer it to one of them for help.
All right. Well, you're able to reach. You're able to pull Pasquale out, and Queequeg, are you doing the same?
Yeah.
Okay. Queequeg's going to do the same thing for.
With one of my javelins.
Yeah, with one of the javelins for Jojito, and between the two of you, you easily are able to pull your companions out onto the gravel berm.
Okay. I gotta go walk boat.
All right. So you're all four now sitting on the gravel berm, covered in mud, but dry and on dry ground now. Geico, you see your friends have pulled themselves out. They're sort of sitting on the gravel up above you. You're still down in the paddy. What are you doing?
I was going to head towards where they said the kids were playing with something, but now seeing that that's probably not going to happen with all these people with me, I will head over to them.
All right. Well, you can still do as you want to do. It's not a problem.
I will go back because we're getting paid as a group, and whatever. We'll just go talk to them, and I'll go over and kind of like slither my way up onto the gravel and like rub my belly to like get the mud off.
Okay, so as you're easily getting the mud off of your belly scoots with no problem whatsoever. Your armor at least is a little bit worse for wear, good and muddy, but other than that, you're pretty well fine. The group of you are easily able to walk along this gravel berm off towards the far west side of the rice paddy. And it progresses mostly in the direction you need to go. You might need to wait in a few spots, but you get over to where you wanted to be after about 15 minutes of struggling and moving about. And the area where you find yourselves in looks like it was a paddy at one time, but now the mud inside it is cracked and dry. And you do see the staves of some old crates off to one side and some bits and pieces of boxes and what have you sitting around. Looks like maybe it was a storage area at one point. Something has disturbed it in the past. As you're looking around, you can go ahead and roll investigation or perception, whichever one you have, and see what you can find out. You arrived at a dried out rice paddy with cracked earth, and I'm just giving you guys the chance to roll investigation or perception.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. So, perception.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not looking around, but I'm holding the EV up like a lantern.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
13.
I can see so good.
All right.
No.
I do have passive investigation and passive perception too.
All
I
right.
don't know if that changes anything.
I'm looking for a group average here, so it's not that big a deal right now. I'm waiting on one more score. Got Geico Pete. I need Pasquale's. Oh, I got Pasquale's.
14.
Okay, and Jojito, there's yours.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 3 scores that are well up there and 3 that are middle of the road. With that, I'm going to say you did pretty well. Pete, you spot off to one side underneath the staves of a broken box a bit of what looks like black leather stuck amongst the plants and the wooden bits of the crate.
Hold on a second, please.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I had to get the dog.
All right. All right, did you hear what I said about finding a bit of black leather?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just going to take Evie over to it. Evie, look. I don't want to put her down in the mud, though, so I'm just kind of holding her still. Dangling.
Okay, so you're holding her up and looking at the bit of black leather. Are you going to try to pull it out?
Set me down. Get it.
I'll set her down.
It can be a clue.
What are you doing with it? Are you drawing attention of the others to it? What are you doing?
I'm sure they can see, yeah. I mean, I'm not hiding.
Hello, you guys. We found a clue.
Can I taste it?
You're going to taste the leather.
Like, not like physically, I just want to smell it with my tongue.
I know. It tastes like leather. Wet, dank, moldy old leather.
That is, I don't like it.
That's much outside wise.
Nothing else, like no like goblinoid scent or anything.
No, it's just wet, damp, moldy old leather.
All right, that's gross.
What did you say there? I missed what you said.
I was just thinking size wise, it looked like it was
Okay, you're roboting, so please disconnect and then reconnect again.
Gotcha.
Can't hear you.
Dude, a robot.
Beep beep boop beep.
All right. Thank you. Welcome back. Try again with what you were trying to say.
I was just checking size.
Oh, okay.
Like it's just like goblin size, human size.
It is a strip of tanned, prepared leather. It's dyed black. It doesn't look to be a piece of clothing or anything. It's just kind of a strip of leather.
Gotcha.
Pasquale, are you doing anything?
Can I take the leather?
You want to reach down and pick it up?
Yes.
All right. As you do, a fist made of earth comes out of the ground at you and attacks you. And I'm going to go ahead and roll an attack here.
Try and hit me.
Nine. It misses completely. It flails completely. As you realize that you have provoked a relatively small, but still larger than all of you, even though you guys are all huge, earth elemental that was hibernating underneath the rice paddy. And roll initiative, please.
Okay. Rolling.
Seven.
Who's Taz?
Oh, that's me, Tazcool.
Oh,
19.
yeah, 19 from Quick Quick. Got it.
What's initiative?
Huh?
What trait is initiative?
It's up at the top of your main page. So go to the first page of your
+3. Yeah.
character sheet. Up at the top, there's initiative.
Got it.
That's dexterity, isn't it?
Yes.
Heh. See? I paid attention to the rule books. I don't just own them.
No, that didn't work, sweetie. There's a square that's marked initiative up at the top.
He doesn't have the...
Oh, I did D2 instead of 20. My fault.
D2.
Yeah, do a D20.
Oops.
Big fat sausage fingers on this little phone. Well, not fat, but not 29. Not much better.
Yeah, that's not bad. And I'm going to roll it for the critter. All right, so 17. Looks like the critter goes first. So it's going to go ahead and take a swing at you, Pete. Because you're standing right there beside Pasquale, and I've already swung at Pasquale. Does 15 doesn't hit, does it? I don't think it does. Pete? Are you guys hearing
Pardon
me?
me? Yes, I'm hearing you.
I hear you.
Okay. So 15 doesn't hit you, does it?
Does not hit.
All right. So it looks at you all and grinds its teeth in frustration. And with that, our first one up is, I think, Geico. You're up.
All right. How far away am I from this thing?
I don't know. How far away are you? Did you follow the rest of them?
Yes, but I was
Okay. In that
At the
case, you're
back
about
of
10
the-
feet away from it.
okay.
You're about 10 feet away from it. It's a big thing.
Okay.
It's slow moving.
In that case, I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery
All right.
and oh jeez.
Needs to make a wisdom save of 15, right?
Yes.
Okay. There's a wisdom of 0.
Good.
Yeah, no, it fails completely.
And Geico just says, I will take a shit in you and call you fertilizer.
Brown note.
Oh
And
my!
he plays the brown note on his hurdy.
All right. All right. And the thing looks at you and just makes a noise. And with that, we have a 13 up, and I think that's Evie, isn't it?
This thing is really messed up, and she farts a little because fucking that sound. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna hop off of Pete's shoulders, and I am going to touch it and cast inflict wounds.
All right. Is that also a wisdom save?
No, it is a 13 to hit. Does it hit?
No, it does not.
Oh, then the necrotic damage that looks kind of like, it first comes out of her hand like a solid black ichor, and she's touching him, and since it didn't go through his stuff, it just kind of looks like raven feathers, like I squished a bird on him.
All right. Does it do half damage?
No, it don't do any. But let's see, for a bonus action, I'm just gonna, it says 2-weapon fighting, so, with my on hand, I'm going to hit him with my sickle, or my scythe. I don't think I get the +3.
No, a spell is a full action, so even if you're 2-weapon fighting, you don't get the 2 hits, especially
That's
at level
for the
1.
bonus action.
Oh, okay, bonus action. Okay.
Yeah. But because it is her offhand and she was trying to do her main hand attack with the thing, it is going to be a straight d20 instead of a d20 plus 3 for 16 to hit.
Yeah, no, it glances off to one side, knocks a bit of chip of the dried mud off of it, but doesn't do any damage.
Oh man, you guys, it's strong!
All right, and Queequeg, I missed you the first time around, so go ahead and wade into this fight.
Okay, Queequeg is going to go into enrage.
All right.
And next he's going to charge in, swinging his blade.
Okay.
Rolling. Swing Aquan Bang.
Oh,
Natural 20.
beautiful.
Okay, and roll the damage, please.
The first one.
Yeah.
Womp 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 womp.
First one, first roll. Holy shit, look who's gonna be the beast of this freaking game.
Right.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh my god, 24 points of damage.
Oh my.
Lord and lady. Alright, so Queequeg, you hauled off with your battle axe and did what?
I hit him with the battle axe while screaming. Wasn't just
Right, and you sheared off one of its arms. It's now flopping on the ground as it's oozing mud.
I went to rage. Shouldn't I have added?
Rage bonuses too.
Rage only gives you
yeah.
advantage on saving throws.
Yeah.
Okay, 26. Yeah.
So what? Geico?
No, wait, that's-
Oh, nothing. Sorry, my mic fell down while I was talking to a dog.
Okay. All right, and now it is it's Shohito's turn.
That should have added.
All right.
Added.
Is that?
Okay. I guess I'm going to. Am I within? How close am I?
You're behind Pete and Queequeg, but just like 5 steps away, 5 feet away.
Okay. I'm going to attack with my monk bow staff,
All right.
and then I think I get an unarmed strike as a bonus. Or is that later?
I think you get your bow.
Action.
You get your bonus. You get your bow staff attack, and then your bonus action. You can do the unarmed strike.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So bow staff attack first, huh? And that's +5, I think. One or. I'm looking at it right. I moved my.
It's your proficiency. Right, it's your proficiency, which is +2, and then your dexterity, which is +3, so a total of +5.
All right, so 1d20 plus.
+5 to hit, right. Look at us knowing the fucking rules, guys.
Yes.
Right?
Kind of.
Speak for
Look,
yourself.
Matthew's all proud of us.
I am so proud of us, I am. All right, yeah, no, you hit. Go ahead and roll that sweet damage.
That one.
You have to look at your.
It's 1d6 plus 3.
Why does it have the 1d8 plus 3 underneath that? On my
1d8 plus 3 is if you make a two-handed attack. If you're making a one-handed attack, it's a d6.
Yeah, I don't do two-handed weapons proficiently, so I'm
No, that's not what it. Let me interrupt if you don't mind, please. That's not what it means. It means you can choose to go in and swing, grasping the weapon with 2 hands.
Oh, gotcha.
But if you do that, you'll get your unarmed attack afterwards.
Yeah, no. Okay, one hand though. It's like a one-handed martial arts strike, I guess.
Right.
And that's 1d. I wish you could save something on this so I can automatically type the first couple of things.
Right.
You can pin it, and it just be the pin, and you can copy paste it. At least the first part of it, but
I think so, yeah. Actually, no, it's just a weapon. The attacking decision is what your attack bonus is. So if you do strength, then it's strength.
Great. I'm trying to see if I.
The strength saving throws and +2 melee damage. I added +2 to your total, actually. Yeah. Oh, I don't know why.
Joe.
Yeah.
Okay, so 5 damage. Go ahead.
If it's easier, Paula can do rolls for you.
Might be able to.
Just
That'd
say.
be fine.
All right, now roll your unarmed attack, if you would.
Let me see if I can do it for you. Unless you'd rather do it.
No, go ahead. A lot less typing for me.
So it would be 22 to hit.
That does hit.
Come on, big money. Aw. For 4 damage.
All right, so you did a total of 9 points of damage there, Joe.
Okay, got it.
And you can choose to move if you want to, but if you do, you will incur the wrath of the creature, which would get a reaction to hit you.
No, I'm just going to kind of defensive stance.
All right,
Where
that makes
I am.
perfect sense. And Pete, it is your turn. You are up, dude. Pasquale, you're on deck.
I have a question, really. Then, first off, I've never played Druid before. I can bonus action Shillelagh and then attack, correct?
Yes.
But that would be my attack as well.
No, I don't think so. No, I think to summon Shillelagh is a cantrip. You would not be able to cast an additional cantrip for your action. You would still be able to do an action spell or an actual attack.
So Shillelagh is an attack in itself?
I rule Shillelagh to be a bonus action attack, just like the cleric's spiritual weapon.
So I can use my action to attack and then bonus action Shillelagh attack.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
I don't see why druids should have to suffer for the rules not being clear.
Okay.
The clerics get to womp and womp.
So, okay.
That's
so
me, that's a DM thing.
I accept. I'm going to swing with my great club. Roar!
All right.
10 misses. And that's going to irritate old Pete, and he's going to... Shillelagh! A dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, it does hit. Roll damage.
For 10 damage.
All right, so you swing with your club, and it misses, and you holler Shillelagh, and your club raises up in the air on its own and comes down for 10 damage, knocking this back of the head of this creature, which falls away in a great clump of earth as it lets out a bellowing roar. And Pasquale, you are up.
May I use my breath weapon?
Yes, you may, but remember there are 5 other people around you, so use it carefully.
Oh, it's a single line. That's 30 feet.
All right. Well, you
So
can
I
move
cannot-
to it. You can move to a position where you won't hit your people.
Yep, and I do that.
All right.
That is a dexterity saving throw of 12.
All right. Let me see what I get here. Hold on 1 second.
It tells me unless this thing with the natural 20, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, he did save of 18.
Shit.
Yep, and you take half damage.
All right. So tell me what you're doing there, dude.
It's 2d6,
All right.
which is 7.
Okay. So he takes 4 points of damage of lightning damage as you call lightning down to respond to your breath.
That's 7.
All right. Yeah, but he takes half damage.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. And that's your action. Do you have a bonus action?
Nope.
All right, so you have breathed on it and lightning has crawled from the skies and answered your call, struck at it, but it is an elemental, and he stands up to the power and the creature's turn. And you were the last one to do anything to it, so he's going to flail at you. He's not a bright guy. I'm sorry,
no.
not plus 4. Yeah, not 20. Let's see here. Rolling the damage here.
Row, Scoob.
Yeah, you take
Oh no, I'm straight up dead.
Did he knock you down?
No,
Holy.
I'm like dead.
No, you're not dead. You're unconscious.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I
it
had
has-
10 HP. Actually,
Yeah,
12.
Yeah.
10, I would have been outright dead.
Yeah, if you 10, you were outright dead, but you got he knocked you on your head and knocked you unconscious in the mud. And Queequeg is going to turn towards you and attempt to hit you as well. You are the largest thing that it sees in front of it off to one side there.
Okay. What do I do here?
Hold on, I'm rolling to see if it hits. Does a 20 hit you?
Yeah. 17 armor class.
For a total of 15 points of damage.
Jesus!
He knocks you flying.
Let me check see how much health I have.
Oh boy, I'm gonna be super busy this time.
How much damage?
15?
TPK.
I'm down to 1 point.
Okay, well,
Oh,
No.
you have, in front of you, you have one party member. It is your turn right now, Evie, and you have in front of you one party member down completely and one just on his back in the mud, groaning in pain.
Okay, so, it is my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is a free action because it's part of my, my first level abilities. So I am going to look at our dragonborn baby dragon on the ground. And I'm going to use Circle of Mortality, and say to him, the Raven Queen says it's not your turn to die. And he automatically gets 9 healings.
Okay.
And that also gives me Spare the Dying as a cantrip. So does our Turtle or Squirtle, does he need Healing Word, or does he need Spare the Dying done?
Probably Healing Word. He's not dead.
Okay,
He's
so
not knocked out.
I am going to go ahead and oh, Raven Queen, please bring my friend back up he fell and he needs help. Please bless us with your radiance, and you'll get 8 hit points.
All right. So 9 hit points to the Dragonborn and 8 to the turtle. As all of you send up a prayer of thanksgiving for having a cleric in the party.
And then for my bonus action, I am going to unarmed strike him, because I had to throw my scythe down because you need 2 hands for this healing shit. It's freaking bad. So I go to slap him. Oh, for a natural 20. Oh, he broke my fucking blood vessel because I have 0 damage.
Right, yeah, you slap him for a nat 20 for 0 damage. Yeah, and you do have a broken blood vessel in your hand.
Was that a bludgeoning attack?
No, it's an unarmed strike.
I guess that's what happens when a child slaps an adult, though.
I could have had resistance to that.
It's a melee weapon attack. Do you have resistance to that?
Melee bludgeoning weapon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I'm raging, I had...
So it would have been half damage.
Bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Okay, so, next turn we'll learn. This time we didn't catch it, but next time we will, okay?
But...
Yeah, but
you registered up.
Yeah, but it didn't. I'm sorry.
It does not register. You have to take that into account.
You have to remember it.
How do I input? Okay.
Just remember it and tell me, and then I can fix it. I can figure it in my head as we go.
Yeah, I started the rage on my turn.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's my fault. And it is Queequeg. It is your turn.
Okay, Queequeg is getting back up. He is pissed. He wants this thing dead. So he is going to attack with the great axe again, try to plant it right in its head. So rolling, and he's at a rage, so it's gonna add +2 to his damage.
All right.
See if it connects first. 16 total?
Yeah, 16 does not hit.
God.
Meta real quick. I really didn't think I'd be using Circle of Mortality the first game.
I know, the first session?
Okay. Bonus action? Can he use, like, medicine check as a bonus action or something, right? Stop the bleeding somewhat?
You're alright. You've got 9 points of health. You're back at 9.
Okay.
No.
Another hit.
Do you have a bonus action?
I've only had, the only thing I did.
Okay, so was your weapon a two-handed attack?
Two-handed.
Okay, so you are done. Alright.
In case he's going to use his movement speed to fall back.
Right, and I'm looking back in my my initiative here, trying to figure out who comes up next. I think I'm next as Lone Scum.
Okay.
Yeah, Lone Scum, you're next.
I would like to use my movement to get within 5 feet. And
All right.
oh god, hold on. My mouse pad is being a dick again.
All right.
God,
I'm gonna repost the thing because Kui and Geico was up before me. However, the thing says it's at any time. It don't say whether or not it's a reaction. It just says no action, so I don't know how you would use that.
I'm just not worried about it this time. I'm not so worried about initiative anyway. So, Lone Scum, go ahead.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and make a Hungry Jaws bite attack.
All right.
Can I just click that button? There we go. Did that show up? Haha.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it did.
Okay, I'm a bite him.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, attack, bite. 22 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
4.
All right, so you do 4 points of damage.
And I get 2 temporary hit points.
All right, thank you so much.
Okay, so that was a bonus action. I also would like to cast Dissonant Whispers.
All right. So wisdom save of 15?
Yes, please.
Nine.
Okay, so
Stupid.
his whisper, like he plays like just a one of, you know, that I know, you know, those chords that people deliberately make that aren't supposed to be the same notes together ever.
Right.
He just plays one of those and reminds him, I will shit in you.
All right. Yeah. This chord rings out, and you hear this whispering, shit. Shit. You. Shit. You. As it rings through the air. And all of you are a little disturbed by this, but the elemental, it really bothers him. And he takes 18 damage.
18 psychic damage.
18 damage. Joe, you are up. As you see this thing quivering in front of you and kind of cringing. Broken. Its one arm is flailing and around in the dirt at your feet. The shoulders oozing mud. The back of its head has been broken open. This thing is not doing well.
I'm going to poke it with my stick really hard.
All right. Poke it with a stick really hard.
Two-handed or one?
One. I want that second attack just in
What was that? I'm hitting the wrong one. Why is it doing that?
I don't know.
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I'm still using a staff.
okay, so it's not coming up right.
That's a roll a d20 plus 5, Rala.
Yeah, okay, so I'll just do it like this. Roll to everyone. 12, so 17 to hit.
All right, that does hit. And roll a damage of d6 plus 3.
1d6 plus 3.
Okay.
So 6.
Oh, all right. So very good. So you haul off and whomp it, and it takes a little bit more damage. You knock, a couple of flakes of the shale that makes up its body off to one side. It falls away and kind of crumbles in the mud. And you can go ahead and do your unarmed attack.
Gotcha. 1d20 plus 5.
Yeah, 19 to hit. Yeah, you hit.
And 1d4 plus 3.
All right. So for a total of 6 damage. Yeah, this thing's looking really bad. And I know Pasquale. I think it is. No, I'm sorry. It's Pete. It's your turn.
Okay. And Pete's gonna go ahead and hit him. And he misses again. So, Shillelagh. Again.
Yeah. This time the shillelagh misses.
Oh no.
That's it.
All right, Pasquale, you're up. You were knocked down, knocked unconscious, but your cleric friend picked you back up again. You're back in the fight.
Okay. He grips his great axe, and tries to hit the thing again with a Yep, and it misses, and that's my whole action. And
All right,
it's probably gonna kill me this turn.
All right. It actually lets out a low moaning wail as it crumbles sort of at your feet, and you realize that the shape that it was animated by an earth elemental spirit, which has taken enough damage that it is going to sink back through the earth and travel to another place. And what you're left with is the heaping pile of shale and mud and rocks at your feet as the earth elemental disappears.
So does that mean that you're gonna poop there now?
No, that would be disgusting.
Yeah. But if you really wanted to, you could use Pete's outhouse door so nobody looked.
I truly don't want to.
Okay. I would like to search in it for like for like clues.
All right. Roll investigation.
Oh, I accidentally wrote perception. Ignore that first one. 19 for investigation.
All right. You find the black bit of leather that you were looking at originally. And you find that it is a strip of leather that is attached to a very small tortoise shell that has a yellow star painted on it. With a 19, I would like you to go ahead and roll a d6 for me, please.
Piece of turtle shell?
Mm-hmm.
Your cousin. A 4.
All right. You find also, in addition, a large shaped piece of black obsidian with a turtle carved onto it, a large banded agate, a cloudy blue lapis lazuli that is small, and a cracked piece of brown tiger eye. For a total of a total of 30 gold pieces worth of worth if you sell them. I'll type them out for you.
May I use lay on hands on
Quick.
Quay.
Yes, you may.
I'd appreciate it.
How hurt are you feeling?
I'm just about half health.
Okay. I'm sorry I couldn't hear you.
He's about halfway out health.
Okay. So I use all 5 HP of my healing pool.
Okay.
5, you said?
5 more HP now, and you're cured of all diseases.
Appreciate that, mate. Thank you. No, a lot better.
Insert normal gala joke here.
Right.
That's all right. I pictured a Southern black church freaking, and you grabbed his forehead and mean mugged him and said, "Healed his potions."
You are healed.
I mean, I'm not going to say nay.
I'll kind of look around, and does anyone else require medical attention?
I don't think so. I think man, Pascal.
Kaz is still down a little bit, and Pete's hungry.
Are you good, Pat?
Wait, who's still down?
Kaz is still down some point.
Who needs healing? I'm sorry. Matthew, hello.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm good though.
I could. I don't need to touch you in order to heal you, if that's the concern.
No, I'm fine.
All right. And then he's just gonna kind of slink away.
All right. And I'm going to go ahead and post the treasure from this session in the channel, and I'll put a pin in that so we can save that. And say, welcome to D&D, guys. This was our first session.
Yay.
Finished a little bit early, but it's at a good timing, I think.